Teaching during the pandemic has been really tough. It was really, really tough last year just because there was a lot of air of mystery around it where we didn't know a whole bunch about it, but we knew that we couldn't be together. I felt like I had two jobs in one where I teach online classes and I teach in-person classes. And so trying to teach both in the same class period started out tough, but you learn tricks, you learn ways to really get your students online involved inside the classroom.
It's been a lot of, we're doing this, now we're doing this. Okay, just kidding, we're not doing that anymore. We have had to be really flexible and fluid with what we have been asked to do and just be ready to change at a moment's notice. Initially, when we went into lockdown, virtual lessons and all of that was really a challenge because choir over Zoom or choir over social media is not exactly choir. That was a little bit of a challenge to us to try to figure out how do we connect with kids, how do we stay relevant, how do we keep our program alive and make our kids feel like they're still part of our family. Thankfully, we got to be back in person at our school district this year. And it's just been a lot of various things that we've just had to learn to acclimate ourselves to, wearing the masks every day. We sing with masks on all the time. So initially we had no live performances, and then we've been able to add those back in slowly, which has been nice. The kids have really enjoyed that.
The first moment I stepped into this church, I absolutely loved it, and I loved how involved they would let us be and how they really encouraged us to be involved here, but also outside. I just remember recently when my wife and I had COVID, and so our young marrieds class, they made sure to reach out to us. They even sent us food at times. Being a part of this church means to me that you have a great support system and you have multiple opportunities to be able to help the community that you're in, and that you always have someone to reach out to when you're in need.
In January, my dad had a medical emergency and we had to go bring him back to stay with us, and the Dawsons and Smiths just jumped right back in and asked if we needed meals and to help with that as we kind of transitioned to make sure he was okay. And it was just so appreciated because they took time out to recognize a need. It's just a huge help. It was a relief when they stepped in and said, hey, can we do this for you? And I was like, oh, that's great. Takes that one more thing off my plate.